Hi everybody, I'm Faith
And I'm Myra
and this is different POV
with
with
Fayt
Faith
and
and
Myra.
Myra. If you're new to this place, thank you for stopping by,
Mhm.
and to old subscribers, we thank you very much for your support and your love. It is not unnoticed.
So, welcome back, guys,
Yes. Before we go into
to this
today's
topic.
topic,
hmm
you look gorgeous.
Thank you. You look good.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to be talking about something
hmm
that is on everybody's lips, like very recently people
Yeah.
have been talking about it. It's around us. When you
hmm
look left, you look right, it's there.
Unfortunately, it's like a bug in the air right now.
Yes. And I'm sure you don't know what we're talking about, so I'm just
Mm.
going to tell you. We're going
Wait,
to
don't tell them yet.
Okay, I'm not.
Suspense.
Yes. We're going to be talking about sexual
Assault.
assault, how
It's not
it's.
some. It's not something to laugh about. We're not laughing about it.
Yeah, what, we
It's
are
a
just
serious.
warming you guys up. So sexual assault, it means like so many, it has like different meaning to
Mm-hmm.
everybody: the victim, the abuser, the
The standby.
yes, everybody.
What are
Yes.
they calling them? Standby people.
Yes, they are standby people.
Okay.
People that their own is just, they're just looking,
Yes.
they're
To
watching, they're
what?
hearing. We are here to what?
To shed more light on it and
Yes, and dissect it.
yes, and give you our POV.
Yes. Exactly, different
POV.
POV. So Myra,
Mm-hmm.
I can see
No,
myself on
talk
your
person.
forehead.
Are you
But
normal?
no, it's cute. People
Thank
that
you.
have, they're cute. I mean, you're cute. So
Excuse you, but you don't tell people that you can see yourself on their
like,
forehead.
no, it's because your skin is
It's my
naturally glowing. So
okay.
it's no bad shit, no bad energy
All
here.
right,
No bad
right,
energy
right.
here. Why do you think sexual assault is such an uncomfortable topic for people to talk about?
Obviously, any assault of any kind is uncomfortable for anybody to talk about.
Yeah.
Be it verbally, physical abuse,
Mhm.
domestic abuse, whatever assault of any kind. Even if I just the person that push me for road, a
Yeah.
trauma, I would
Mm-hmm.
get her
Like,
outfit.
I think when you get home, you're going. I was walking today, and somebody
Somebody
pushed me.
shoved me. Martha was talking about her experience. I don't know if you added that from like years back when we were little and how somebody hit her on
Mm.
her breast. A bike man on for road now as they ride the bike they go one evening. We were walking together. I forgot where we were going to because it's been
Yeah.
so long. And then he just slapped her on her breast.
Hmm.
Until today, we two of us can Martha is my twin sister, the guest that we had on the last episode. The both of us now can have we can laugh about it today because it was so much that you know when something happened to you in front of your
It's
sibling,
not funny.
it's not funny. But if it happens to you well with your sibling
It's
in
always funny.
it's going to be funny. But
Mm-hmm.
if it happens to me in your presence now, no matter how vexed we are about it, we go laugh am.
Yeah.
What is that thing you always say? The first rule to anything is to
To
laugh
laugh
before you now start
before you.
sympathizing with the
Yes.
person.
Now.
So it's a bad experience.
Yeah.
Most people immediately after it happens, they want to immediately forget about it. They
Mm-hmm.
want to erase it from their memory.
Yeah.
But then something takes you back to that. I remember
Yeah.
when I lost my dog. I wanted to erase every single thing that reminded me of her.
Yeah.
So most of the things that even the clothes I wore when she died, I could not wear those clothes or even see those clothes
Mm-hmm.
without thinking about it. Everybody wants to forget about this experience. Every girl, every boy that has gone through it wants to
Yeah. They
forget
just want
about
to
it
forget about.
because it is sad, it is uncomfortable. For some people, it is embarrassing. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be embarrassing, but because of how people that they've told their story to, or people that are around them make them feel.
Yeah.
So just the fact that it's bad
It is
makes
bad.
makes it uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad experience.
Yes, it's true, because I don't see people that something will happen to me, something like that, especially something that somewhere at the back of your mind
Mm-hmm.
you're ashamed to speak
To
about
speak
it.
about it.
Yes, you know
Mm-hmm.
that when you talk about it, people are going to judge you for it.
Yes.
When you talk about it, people are just going to see you and oh, this was the girl that was sexually
Yo,
assaulted,
yeah,
this is the boy that was sexually assaulted,
yeah.
and nobody wants that kind of name,
Stigma.
yes, attached to them.
Yeah.
So instead of just speaking about it,
Mm-hmm.
they withdraw from it. And
Yeah.
then another thing, I think the trauma, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think there's how something bad will happen to you,
Mm.
and you don't even want to talk about it, because talking about it means you're relieving
The
that more,
experience.
yeah, that more,
Yes.
and you do not want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's why people withdraw, people don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it, they're
Mm-hmm.
just very uncomfortable. And besides, how are you going to start such conversation? They're
Yeah.
going to say, hey, I was sexually assaulted,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I want to tell you something happened a few days ago, I was, it's
It's, like,
never
it's
like an easy
crazy.
conversation.
It's
So we
crazy.
understand how people can be like that and not just want to talk about
Yes.
their experiences. I feel like sexual assault and murder is like they're on the same level.
Mm.
Yes, now, because even if somebody is killing you without your consent. Somebody is doing something like
Mm.
this to you, is doing it without your consent.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the worst part is the fact that you're alive and you get to think about
To
every
remember.
this
There are
moment for the
little
rest
details.
of your life.
Yes. There are little details that would
Crazy.
remind you of that experience.
Yeah. Do you think fear of not being believed
Mm-hmm.
stop people from reporting this
Yeah.
crime?
Oh, you see, of course, it's not aside like personal experience here.
Yeah.
I've legit had. I think every girl has been assaulted one way or the other
Mm-hmm.
sexually, and sexual assault is not just when you penetrate somebody without their consent. It's not all of that
Mm-hmm.
alone. Sexual assault can be somebody groping you,
Yeah.
somebody you're in a queue, and then somebody's trying to like fill you up
Yeah.
from behind.
Yeah.
Sexual assault is like it's wide.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember when something like this happened, and then I told somebody that used to be in my life about it, and
Mm-hmm.
the first question that she asked me was, "Did you know this person at the time? I don't think you knew this person. Why? How is it that you didn't say anything after so long?" Because I came and told a couple people about it years after.
Okay.
When it happened, I couldn't tell anybody about it
Mm-hmm.
just because of so many things surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even really have. I had these people, yeah,
Yeah.
but the fear that they would not handle it the way it's meant to be handled now
Yeah.
made me withdraw and keep it to myself and try to like help myself
Yeah.
with it until years later. And lo
Mm.
and behold, they proved me
Right.
right because after still telling this person, she questioned me and talked about, oh no, you didn't know this person in that year. I'm like, now me we
Yeah.
swallow bone go remember. You cannot tell
Yeah.
me when something like that happened to me. I remember.
Yeah.
Is unfortunately it's not who I am, but it's a
Yeah.
part of me. It's a part of my story.
Yeah.
There's no story I'll talk about today, whatever the topic is, that would not still like remind. That's why I say little random little details can remind you of that.
Yeah.
You could just see, you could just see a dress that you used to like, or you could just see
Mm-hmm.
a text or something, or somebody that looks like this person, and
Yeah.
then voila, your mind is
Is
there
there?
immediately. Now, in cases of where a daughter will go and tell the mom that
Mm-hmm. She
she's
was
been
assaulted.
raped or there's something happening to her sexually, either the mother's brother is doing something, or her son or her father is doing some, or her husband is doing something to this child.
Yeah.
You know that most mothers will shut that child up and say,
Yes. No.
no, don't say anything about it. Oh, you are wrong. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he's playing with you. Oh, people would not want, they don't want to hear that because of the kind of like discomfort surrounding the issue. Some
Yeah.
people will not believe you because they don't know how to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will not believe you because they feel like you're fabricating stories and you need attention.
Yeah.
Some people will not believe it because they just will not believe it that this kind of thing can happen.
Yeah.
And then two, what if in case of okay, it is a boyfriend that did this to his girlfriend?
Yeah. What if
Nobody will
the
believe say, okay,
husband
now
that
your
did it
boyfriend.
to the wife?
What if it's the husband did it?
Yeah.
They will
And
not
people
believe.
can even go as far as saying, "Oh, yeah, what did they do for them before?" Is
Should
like
we? Don't worry, we're going to talk about what somebody recently told us.
Yeah, and it's like very
It's
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
very, very
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
But I feel like sometimes when people don't speak up,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they're ashamed.
Yes.
They're ashamed of how people like me and you are going to treat them.
Mm-hmm.
What would this person think?
How would they see
Like
me?
you going to meet, talking to your friend about something that had happened to you years ago, and then because you obviously think that you know this person well
Mm-hmm.
enough to actually let yourself down to
Yes.
that level with the
And
person,
open
yeah,
up. Yeah.
and then and open up, and then the person that's the person's reply to you, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like fucked up because
It's messed up,
if
honestly.
if I'm going to say something like this to you and you're going to say something like this to me, then why am I even
Why
saying
are we
anything?
even?
Why are we
Why are we
having
even friends?
yeah, and why are we having this conversation? Right?
Honestly.
Because if you're not going to take what I'm saying to you seriously, why are we having the conversation? So it stops a lot of people. Personal experience here, it happened to me, but I'm not going to go into like the
Details.
story, how it was and how
Mm-hmm.
long it happened for, yeah. But I think the time I like mustered courage to talk about it with two people, yeah. I told him in about maybe like probably 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I just heard last year that oh, he didn't believe me because he thought I was lying.
Can you imagine? How would you say?
Okay, he just thought, oh, that he thought I was lying when I said that to him. Like maybe I wanted to use it to get out of something. Are you crazy?
Why would you like?
Why would
I
I
keep
lie
saying
about
this. Like, why
something
would you
like
lie
that?
about something like that?
You get?
Yes.
And then the second person that I told about it, I think he believed to a fault, but I feel like he's in a position to do something, but he didn't do anything, and that's okay. But he believed a bit,
Ah,
and then the
that's not
next thing
okay.
I'm hearing, you're questioning me, and I'm telling you, oh, this is how it is affecting my life, and you're asking me if I'm a lesbian, like
Then are we going to talk about the case? This just takes me back to this Mirabelle case now and
yes,
how it was handled.
that was what the person. If I was a lesbian,
Like, what does that mean?
because I'm telling you, this is the aftermath of the damage that has been done to me. This is like a part of my life now. This is something that even if I try to move on from, I never move on from it. Right? So why are you asking me if I'm a lesbian? If people are going to like think about these things and analyze it in a way, you're
You're forced to withdraw and just hold back.
yes, and then when you think about how you're going to tell your family the chaos and all of how what and like the funniest thing when it comes to like sexual assault
Mm-hmm.
here, except the ones that happens randomly, it is actually people that know you that
That do
like
these things.
yes go crazy into it, except the random ones that maybe strangers and all of
Mm.
that. But when you keep hearing people's sexual assault story,
Story,
it is
yeah.
usually somebody that is close to them.
To them,
So
yeah.
when somebody that is close to you, I think I heard of a story of a girl that her uncle assaulted her from when she was like
Little.
little, and then she could not speak up about it because she knows that nobody was going to believe her because of the relationship she
Mm-hmm.
has with
The person.
like the relationship the uncle has with the family.
Okay.
So I think that's like in my case, but I'm like the kind of the havoc, the discomfort, and all of that is going to happen. It will happen for my good because one thing about me is if I'm going to speak up right now and talk to my family about it, they are going to stand up for me and they are going to take it like
Mm-hmm.
to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
But am I mentally prepared for that? So
Mm-hmm.
people think about like so many of these things, and then instead of just speaking about it, they just let me just keep it to myself. It's
Yeah.
just me. People might see it as little,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think some people do not even think deeply about sexual assault. I had a Facebook banter with somebody that said girls enjoy being raped, and it's somebody that I know.
I think you said this thing to me.
Yes, I had like a full blown argument and fight. I blocked the person. I think I unblocked him for like years later. But it was crazy. And I told him in that comment section, I told him it is going to happen to your wife and it is going to happen to your sisters. Then when it happens to them,
Sorry, it's not
yes,
funny
when
though.
it happens to them, you're going to know how it feels actually. So imagine telling somebody like that, oh, I was raped, and then the person replied to you is, oh, you low key enjoy it.
So
Are you
I've heard or I read somewhere where somebody said rape. victims sexualize about being raped. They enjoy being raped. That's why these things happen to them. So these people just like they go about having fantasies of being raped. People are confusing so many things for so many things.
Yeah.
I can today tell you that, oh, I enjoy being tied up and being blindfolded and all of that while
With
having sex.
consent.
But what's the key thing is consent. The key thing is mutual agreement. Boyfriend, do you agree to this? Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Girlfriend, do you want to do this? Are you okay with this? Okay, yes, I am okay. You too, he's okay. Oh yeah, let's do this. We are not hurting anybody. We are both adults. We consent. Let's do this. But if you forcefully enter my house,
Yeah.
even if you have been in that house, we all of us will be friends with you, and then you forceful after telling you no, or even again, I know even sometimes you guys talk
Yes, now.
the first move that now you want to make now. You know how boys now do this what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Feel at home now, relax, relax. You the first move now, you feel already give them say no, I'm not, don't worry, I'm
Yeah.
fine. If you already just even that small one, now I don't tell you now,
Mm.
you disregard it, that's already a red flag.
Yes, now. A girl cannot overpower a man with intentions.
Because
That's
he has
just one
already
thing.
planned,
Yes.
he has this whole plan now
Mm-hmm.
that
You
this is what
can
he's going
never
to do.
overpower a man with intentions. So why should I even drag when even if I drag, this thing is still going
It's
to
going to
happen?
happen.
Do you think society truly understand what consent means?
Society. Not all of them understand what consent is.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people, for those people that don't, there are some people that don't know what it means, the basic English, the basic word. They
Yeah.
don't know the meaning of consent.
Yeah.
And then there are some people that mistake it for something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are some people that believe that there's nothing like consent
Yeah.
in the kind of whatever in some sort of situation.
Okay.
Yeah, just in the case of a boyfriend
Yeah.
raping the girlfriend, or a girlfriend raping the boyfriend,
Yeah.
or a husband raping the
The
wife,
wife
or the wife
being
raping the
the husband.
husband. The first thing you'd hear when a wife or a girlfriend, I'm just going to stick with wife and girlfriend, I'm not going to
Yeah.
say vice versa, honestly. So just imagine when a girlfriend will come and say, my story was a boyfriend. I would
Yeah.
not even say he was my boyfriend at the time.
Guys
It
are
was
talking.
it was a talking stage. We were headed somewhere. So we would hang out randomly, not always, but
Yeah.
we would hang out randomly. Now people or a couple people already knew us together, and whenever I'm around, they know, okay,
Mm-hmm.
oh now you know how you go
Mm-hmm.
as babe, now you go in your guy
Mm-hmm.
house now, and then maybe his friends now that are around will just
Yeah.
like excuse you guys because they already know you guys need privacy, and
Yeah.
it's not even just about any other thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys may need privacy just to talk or
Yeah.
to do random stuff. Yeah. So in my case that happened, and then the first thing that came to mind was, who would believe that this happened to me? The first thing
Yeah.
they will ask me is, are you people not in a relationship? Are you people
Yeah.
not together? So why would you say this thing happened to
To
you?
you.
That's like the first thing that came to mind. And then when I told a couple people, there was also somebody that asked me that question and said,
Mm-hmm.
but you guys,
I
how your
dated.
boyfriend go do this kind of thing
Yeah.
for you? She be not like herself. It's not true. Some people would even tell you that, oh, you are mistaking it for something else.
Yeah.
Consent is me, it's an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, do you want to eat rice? And I tell you, I will eat rice.
Yeah.
Babe, you want to eat rice? No. Okay, you don't want to eat rice? Fine. Go and sit down.
So why are you forcing me to eat rice? You get? It's
So the
just
situation is very, very crazy. People would
yeah.
want to exp- or shape it in a way that
Mm-hmm.
befits them.
Mm-hmm.
Society would, it, just like what we were talking about, was it yesterday or the before yesterday?
Okay.
And our the person we were with made the comment of, as a girl, if I see you come out of a man's house and you say you are raped,
Mm-hmm.
what are you expecting? Why
Yeah.
would you go
To
to
a
a
man's
man's
house.
house
I'm going to forever respect men that when you say no to them,
immediately? Some you don't even need to say it
your
verbally.
body language. I think recently I was thinking about like the people or the couples that when you see these couples, you know that Me as a person, I know that even as my husband, I don't see myself like having any kind of sexual relationship with you, with the kind of, you know, you beat me up, you insult me, you, and it's not even like maybe today you
Mm-hmm.
do, maybe like next year or something. It's like a weekly basis, a daily basis,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden I'm seeing you showing up with pregnancy. I think it happened with one of my aunts here, and when I heard that she was pregnant, I was like confused, and then it dawned on me that sometimes maybe these people, they just beat you up and then sleep with you without your consent.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens in marriages, beat
We
you
have
up
a friend
and
that
rape
said
you.
it, that
Oh,
she was beaten and then raped,
raped.
and then they took her this person, this so-called boyfriend, took her phone and then locked her in the room, in the
Mm-hmm.
hotel room where he lodged them,
Mm-hmm.
locked her there, and then left her till the next day.
I feel like some people know about it
Mm-hmm.
and some people don't, they don't just care.
They don't
And
believe that consent is a thing. They believe if you have said yes, be my boyfriend, if you have
mm-hmm.
said yes, be my husband,
Yeah.
everything is on the table. That's what
Yeah.
most people believe,
Mm-hmm.
especially the
Oh.
elderly ones and just some people that are just stuck up, that are stuck in their ways and all of that. They don't
Mm-hmm.
believe that there's anything like consent in some settings.
I swear.
Why are you in this boy's house? Why do you think society often questions the survivor more than the accused?
I was talking to somebody about,
Mm-hmm.
we're having this conversation, and sorry, this is like one of the most hardest conversations for me to have. He was making a point like, um when when you accuse somebody of
Mm-hmm.
rape,
Mm-hmm.
even if the person did it or not,
Yeah.
yeah, there's already like a stigma attached to that person as
Mm-hmm.
a rapist. So when people want to accuse people of rape, they should be like careful or
Mm.
something.
Mm.
They should not just throw it out there. I think it was this Homer Abel talk that like when people say, "Oh, is this true? This not true?" If what if she had accused someone and then later they find out to
Mm.
be false,
Mm.
that person life don't spoil. So people have to like be careful about how they accuse people, how they say, because it's also, I mean, I feel I don't really care. You get,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're bold enough to do it to me, I should be bold enough to drag your name however I want. I'm the one that has this, I'm the one that was raped.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it supposed to be an issue that I was raped? I right now I need comfort, but you keep questioning me, and then somehow I feel like they just want you to just like maybe flicker for a bit, and then they'll help you to change the whole story and say, eh, hey, you're trying to accuse somebody of this thing, but the person did not do it, blah blah blah. I don't know. There's a way society just, there's a way they reason,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fucked up. Because why is it that I'm the one that was raped, but I'm the one you guys are questioning?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think out of the 7 billion people on earth, I'm going to look at you because you're the finest, you're the tallest, you have curly hair or something, and then I say you raped me? It does not make sense. And I want people to get that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. I think there was like a movie that we watched. I think we watched that movie together
Yeah.
where that girl, she kept telling them that she was raped.
But
But
nobody
because,
believed
yeah,
her.
nobody believed her because the work was too clean. And then that thing was messing up with her life until they eventually caught the person. And it was after they caught the person, that was
Mm-hmm.
when they believed that she was actually raped. After
Mm-hmm.
like 10 or 15
Yes.
years later. That is people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
Even me now that I'm saying, oh, when I talk to my family about, e get as the thing go be now, they no go even wan believe, because they'll be like, oh, your story is not adding
True.
up together. They don't know that when something like that happens, I don't expect to have like the vivid image in my mind, because this is even something I'm trying to forget. But people do not want to understand that part. They do not even want to understand the pain or the
Mm-hmm.
burden that you're dealing with. They just want to question you until maybe you just make like a simple mistake and say the story, and then let them say you're lying,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't want the stigma to be on this person that he is a rapist. And even if he's a rapist, they will go forget him eventually. They'll eventually forget about it.
Mhm.
And then it's just back to you, the victim. It's all in your head. So I feel like the approach that people take towards questioning victim like is bad. And sometimes because it's just like when I was saying talking to the person about what
Mm.
happened to me and all of that, and you're asking me if I'm a lesbian.
Mm.
You get, I'm telling you this is what happened and this is how it has shaped my life. And you're asking me if I'm a lesbian. So that if I'm a lesbian now, you now justify it that it's because I'm a lesbian. That is why I am feeling this way. Bullshit.
I was seeing a movie with somebody a while ago, and it was a setting of a mutual friend. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
put it like this here. Now we are friends,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then we have a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use Caleb, and this friend is also a colleague. In
Yeah.
fact, so we all know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I come to you today and I tell you, I start crying and I tell you that Caleb actually raped me. This was what happened after the party we had at your place.
Mm-hmm.
I went home. Caleb escorted me to my door and followed her. They had a conversation, and then
Mm-hmm.
she kept telling him no, but he
Mm-hmm.
didn't listen,
Yeah.
and he raped her. And then you now, as our friend now,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I'll remind you that aside us just being friends, you're
Yeah.
also a woman like me.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing this you would say to me as I'm telling you now is, "Am I sure that that was what happened?
And that's like the fucked up part.
Did I give him mixed signals? Am I sure that I was not the one that let him like just?"
Even if we're in love, consent is consent.
Now, where I'm even driving at is the fact that when somebody comes to you with a story like that,
Mm-hmm.
your first instinct should not, your the first thing you're saying to this person should not be, "What were you wearing?
Mm-hmm.
How did you wear it?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing by that time with that person?" This person is a human being.
Mm-hmm.
You don't expect all men to rape women.
Women.
You don't expect all men to be abusers.
Yes.
Somebody are like,
Likewise, women
I
too.
know, like the men surrounding me today,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about their past, but the little I know, they are not people that will assault. They don't
Yeah.
even want to use their ear and hear it. The men I have
Mm-hmm.
in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't expect every man to be that. It's just like you now going to a male friend's house now. Would you go with the intention that this person is going to rape you?
No.
Because you guys are friends, you know this person,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are. But when you reach there now, one thing leads to another thing. Now this friend is not who he says he is,
Please.
or he
Yeah.
did, or even if he has always been who he says he is, this part just comes out to play
Yeah.
that night. And then Mirabelle's case, they questioned her to the extent where she
Even if she has like the
they
truth.
const you know when
Yes,
you
no.
question somebody like
Constantly.
constantly, you have so much people that are
Mm-hmm.
out there that don't believe you. If today that girl is truly lying, I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe that she's lying.
Yeah.
I believe they question her so much and there's so many things
Yes,
at
now.
play that she just had to accept that she's lying and
I think
keep
it was
quiet.
like that movie too now that I just spoke about now. I think she later said it's a lie
It's a lie.
because
Yes,
they
exactly.
were not they no
Because
they
nobody
believe her.
wanted to
Yeah.
believe her. They were
And I think
poking
with
holes, asking
every
questions.
single time they ask her
Mm-hmm.
question, she's always there's like a new
Yes,
she will think about
because
something.
what people don't know about
Yeah.
trauma is when it happens to you, and when trauma, whatever type of trauma happens to
Mm-hmm.
you, the first thing your body, your brain tries to do is forget it.
Yes,
Is
now.
to go and trash it somewhere in a place that you don't want to ever see it again. It's not going to go like that. But little by little, little by little, you will try your best, even if it's not intentionally, to
Mm-hmm.
forget it. So you cannot expect that I would even to today, if I my own story now, I cannot tell you word for word how it happened. What I can tell you
Yeah.
now is
It
how I
happened.
got inside
Mm-hmm.
there, how I laid down,
Mm-hmm.
and how I left.
Mm-hmm.
Now I cannot. If you come and ask me now today, okay, in the boy's room, what was the color of his bed sheet,
Mm-hmm.
or it was his couch in some way? But you said his couch was somewhere. Now why are you saying
Yeah.
there's no couch again? You cannot expect me to have full
Mm-hmm.
what is it a full picture of like how the whole thing played out.
Yes.
All these people now we gather for online, we do this research. Say
Yes,
now
now.
she type this way she type, see the way this
Yes.
one type, see the how this. Why don't I not do am when they shoot people for toll gates? Maybe find who actually
I
ordered the killing of those people at the toll gates when they were doing EndSARS.
misplaced priorities.
Where was that energy? Where was it?
Misplaced priorities.
Because my brain doesn't, me, my body doesn't want to remember that experience. My brain doesn't want to remember that experience. I don't even want to be linked with something like that.
Yeah. Your body's rejecting it, your brain is rejecting it. It just lets it be completely off your memory. You
Both
just want,
men, both women, they don't want to hear that. It's a very uncomfortable subject.
yeah.
I didn't tell my family today. This will be the first time they'll be hearing that something like this
Yeah, I
happened
think
to
my
me.
family.
Nobody knows. But I know, say, okay, if I don't tell them at the time,
Yes,
not
no.
till my brother go, no, no worry. I can vouch for my brother
Yes,
for that
no.
one. My brother will handle the case, no worry for that one. But the question of, Shinat, what were you even doing there?
Yeah.
Or were you in the boy's house?
Yeah.
The first thing you should even be asking me first now. First, maybe go find the boy. Who be the boy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let's go and
Mm-hmm.
figure this case out.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need something?
Me personally, I cannot even remember how it started,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that I grew up into it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to show like how little I was
When
when the
yes,
whole thing was
mm-hmm.
happening. I cannot remember when it started. I can only remember when
Mm-hmm.
it stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I was already big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think men who experience
Mm-hmm.
sexual assault are taken seriously?
I don't think they are, but I would not say that there are people out there that would tell their sisters or their brothers, a man,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Oh, I was sexually assaulted," that they will not believe
Yeah.
them or they will not take it seriously. It happens. It's just very, very rare
Mm-hmm.
because of how they are built, especially the men in
Mm-hmm.
the society we live in, or African men. They are built to be men. Don't cry, don't show emotion, don't. Most men are built to celebrate, to feel like having something to do with a woman, or whatever the age,
Yeah.
you should celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
So if a fellow man, if a man comes to you and says he was sexually assaulted, the one thing you would hear, especially from his fellow men, is that which one be sexually assault? You know, enjoy
Mm.
him.
Mm.
Share your prick no stand. You know,
Mm.
enjoy him now. You so that woman do you this and you they complain. Why good if now you see all those kind of
Men openly say they want women to rape them.
yes, some
So
of them.
yes,
Yes.
so
But there are also some that have gone through some of these things and then
yeah.
till tomorrow is still something for them.
Yeah.
There was a person I was dating somebody that was sexually assaulted when he was a kid.
Mm.
And I think at the time he was, would I say 9, 10? I can talk about it because nobody knows him and
Yeah.
nobody. So, but he told me about this after I shared my own experience.
Yeah.
But his is different because it happened to him while he was still a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Mine happened to me when I was in the early stages of like adulthood. I was
Yeah.
about to cross into that stage. That was when mine happened. But for him, he was a kid when it happened. He didn't have control over anything. He couldn't even consent to anything.
Yeah.
He just had to do it because this auntie said he needed to. This auntie, you can see the age difference and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So for men, whenever they come out to talk about their experiences, either their fellow men or even some women still tell them to celebrate it and be happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Some shut them up and tell them, oh, they are men. They shouldn't cry. They shouldn't feel pain. They shouldn't. Why are they reading too much meaning into this? We are
Yeah.
forgetting that because their private parts are different from ours,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make them any less
Yeah.
of a human.
Yeah.
They are also human beings. They also feel things. They also go through things. They have
Mm.
most men probably even have trauma more than women.
Yes. And I
Just
feel like
that
that kind of trauma shapes
it
men
makes
more.
it shapes them. I'm
Yeah.
thankful for the person I dated and the fact that he was able to make something good out of himself. But he chose to make himself, he chose to win. He
Yeah.
chose to make a better man out of himself, not just for himself, for his kid,
Yeah.
for people around him. But there are some that after this trauma happens to them,
Mm-hmm.
they become
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
They try to inflict this same pain on other
Yeah.
people.
Shut down like
In
a
the
part
case
of
of
their self.
just like in the case of this same girl and her friend that got raped. This guy now, he didn't, the person that raped these girls now, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any sexual assault issue.
Mm-hmm.
His issue was somebody, I think, trampled on his ego. They worked together, the person didn't pay,
Yeah.
and then he decided to inflict pain on every other girl he comes across.
Is
And
he?
what other way can they inflict pain on a girl if not to rape
Mm-hmm.
them? That's what they feel like. That's how they feel that this thing should happen. So
Yeah.
men don't easily come out to do all of these things because of people around them.
Yeah.
They are not taken seriously enough. I feel like we should even talk about it more with
Yeah.
the same energy, with the same passion and all of that that used to talk about a woman getting raped. We
Yeah.
should talk about men getting raped
I
too.
think it's just like the idea that people have that when people are raped, it's usually the men that are raping the
The
women.
women.
Yeah, when you
Statistics
statistic,
it shows
yeah,
that more women are
when
raped than men, of
yeah,
course.
if they rape 10 people, now maybe
Then
now one nine go be man
mm,
inside,
one or
and
two.
now men have like this kind of big ego.
Mm-hmm.
They will not want to talk about something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can be vulnerable with somebody that they like, or maybe the person feels harm to their, but them like, are they even like creating awareness?
I want to talk about the fact that for most men that have gone through some sort of sexual assault or sexual trauma,
Mm.
you'd find out that it happened to them when they were little.
Yes,
And
no.
that's what makes it worse. I
Mm-hmm.
will not lie to you because a boy child is different from a
A girl
man child.
child, yeah.
Man now don't grow. He has a
She
little bit
said a
of
man
power.
child.
Yeah. Oh my god. A boy child is
This is
different from a
funny.
man. Do you understand? A man now fully is aware of his surrounding and
Mm-hmm.
everything. He has some sort of power. You understand? Physically. So it will not be as easy to pin a man down, except we have a couple other women on one man.
Yes, no.
Or except this man was drugged and they did this thing
There used
to
to hear
him.
stories of girls raping,
Multiple
yeah,
so
raping
most of
man.
them, why is a very very crazy and top touchy subject, because I feel like we should talk about it more,
Mm-hmm.
is because of the fact that it happened to these boys when they were little,
Little.
and nobody should go.
Nobody
There are
should
small
go
boys
through that.
that are in the north, in the west, in the east, that they are raping, oh,
Mm-hmm.
from the back, or not just say they are
Yes, now.
raping them through their anus. And do you know what that actually, do you know how that messes with them?
Yeah.
But they're not saying anything because society has just shut them up
Yeah.
one way or the other. What do you think we should be teaching young people about boundaries and consent?
Okay. I think this will like mostly rely on like the parents. Yeah. Because when you're growing up or when you have a child, they're
Mm-hmm.
little, you talk to them about, make them aware.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have like a very strict policy, or I hate it when a parent or certain parents are trying to like cave their children, not tell them about the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Tell these children what the real world looks like. Tell them, as long as things can be good, things can also be very
Bad,
bad.
yeah, of course.
That is just how it is. Without bad, there's
Mm-hmm.
no good. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how it works. Tell them, inculcate this knowledge into them. When something happens like this is what you should do. And then these children, as they are growing up, they
Mm-hmm.
already have this mentality
Mentality, yeah.
that this is what happens when somebody does this to
Mm-hmm.
you. So if you don't tell your child, or like, it's just like me now. I don't think my mom like ever had like that conversation with
Mm-hmm.
me. I don't even think she did that with any of my sisters. And I think that's like one of the like fucked up part here, because I could not go back. I could not go back to her to tell her about it, because she's going to believe me. But the one thing that's going to happen to her is that she's going to constantly hate herself, because she was not there for her child. But I know that if she, because I didn't even know
Mm-hmm.
to a point here, I used to see when I sometimes I'll see semen on my body and all of that here. I don't even know what it
It is,
was. I
yeah.
don't know what it be. But because she didn't tell me about all of these things, regardless of how little, as long as you know that your children would be with people,
Mm-hmm.
they would go to school,
Mm-hmm.
they would go to church. Not be only you they see them. So
Yes,
let them know that this is
these
what is
things
happening.
exist, yeah.
This thing happens. And when it happens, this is what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
That is like what,
They should
nope,
do.
yeah, that's what every parent should do. That's why I say it falls back to the parent, because at the end of the day, at that young age, like, you're the one that have like the highest authority over those children.
Mm-hmm.
So you are the one that will know what to say to them that will stick and what will not stick. So
Yeah,
parents should make it
make
like,
that
yeah, and then they should also be like aware of the kind of people that they bring into their home.
mm-hmm.
There's a way somebody will be moving with your child. I'm not saying don't love my child, but there's a way, there's
There should
a
be
move.
boundaries.
Yeah, there should be boundaries. Once it's 6 o'clock, do not go to this person's house. Do not go to this person's room. Give them the idea that This is wrong. And when people try to do this to you, raise alarm. Very important. Raise alarm, because sometimes when all of these things happen and these children, they cannot even talk about it because they don't even know like what the outcome is going to be. So if you don't tell me that, oh, if somebody touches me, you're going to do something drastic to the
Mm-hmm.
person, how am I going to trust myself enough to tell you that if I tell you something,
You're
the
going
person is going
to.
to get just I'm going to get justice? So, as a mother or as a father, if you don't make your children know that you stand against that stuff, how are they going to know it?
Sex education is not something that people really they are open to having, or they are open to discuss.
And that's like how,
Sex ed is as important as mathematics.
yes,
Sex ed is as important as English. It's as important as going to school to study law and all
mm-hmm.
of that. But the topic of sex itself, even some people say they cannot even pronounce the word sex
Sex.
because they've been made to feel dirty just by
Mm-hmm.
talking about it or just by having conversations
Yeah,
about it.
it's a very
But
good
it
thing.
is
That's
a
what
broad,
Fayt
it's
said.
a topic, it's a normal topic. Sex is a word. If you start
Sex is part of
engaging the act,
life.
you engage in the act. But the word, you should be able to say it. You should be able to tell yourself that okay, these are the things I can do, and these are the things I cannot do.
Yeah. If someone told you they experienced sexual assault,
Mm.
what do you think the right first response should be?
There's obviously textbook explanations and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
but just basic human sympathy should be shown.
Okay.
First off, are you fine? Are you good?
Mhm.
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
What can we do? How can we help? How can I help?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there are not liars out there. There are liars out there. There are people
Mm-hmm.
that get some sort of feeling just from lying. They like it, they enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as they are liars, there are people that have true life experiences.
Yeah.
And even if I'm lying or I'm part of the liars, the first question you should ask me is if I am okay. Am I fine? Do I need anything? Am I good?
Yeah.
How can I help? I think that's what my own responses
Yeah.
would
How
be.
can you help? Like, go to the hospital,
Hmm.
take care of you,
Hmm.
make sure you're feeling safe
Yeah,
before you start asking them about
the experience. How
the
did it
experience,
happen?
what happened, how it happened. And
Hmm.
I know that there's when people hear that, oh, I was raped, or I think the first thing people do is like, oh, who raped you?
Where were you?
Where were you? What did
Mm.
you wear? What
What were you
prompted?
putting on? Yeah.
Why asking me that I was raped? I did not call the person to rape me.
Mm-hmm.
So you should make sure that I'm okay first, because if even if the person is not okay or comfortable, the
Mm-hmm.
person cannot even tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot tell you what happened. So make sure those people are okay.
There are some people that you tell that you were assaulted and that will come to you and say they were assaulted,
Mm-hmm.
that they just got raped. There's some
Mm-hmm.
that come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your energy now as the listener
Mm-hmm.
that would even prompt that person to want to speak more or
Yeah.
go deep, go into detail.
Yeah.
But people don't really know this.
Yeah.
But if I come to you now that I was raped and you start bombarding me with unnecessary questions,
Yeah.
like for that minute, because these
Yeah.
questions are really, really unnecessary.
Yeah.
You start bombarding me with questions like what did you wear and all of
Mm-hmm.
that, I'll be forced to go back into my shell and I would not trust and I don't think I'll be able to like come and tell you that or to continue with my story
Yeah.
just because of how you're handling it. So
Yeah.
if you've been sexually assaulted one way or the other by a brother, a friend, a colleague, a sister, a wife, we are
Yeah.
sorry
Father. Mm-hmm.
and we are with you. Mhm. And parents and guardians, please let's teach children about their bodies and
Yeah.
let's just keep open
Be
mind,
aware. Make
keep an
them
open
aware
mind
of
about
what.
discussions like
Mm-hmm.
this. Yes. Anyways, thank you guys for being here and for watching.
Yeah.
And we sincerely, sincerely do hope to see you guys on our next episode. Please like, subscribe to this channel,
Yeah.
please
And
share,
share
we
to,
beg you,
yes.
and leave a
And
comment or two.
yes.
Somebody's
And
watching.
please spread awareness about sexual assault.
Yes.
If you know somebody that has been assaulted, please
Mm-hmm.
urge them to come forward and speak
Mm-hmm.
about it. Let them
Yes.
just be over it. Let them
Mm-hmm.
be fine. We're sending you love
And
and hugs.
hugs.
Peace out.
Bye. And we didn't introduce our first, our second guest.
Yes,
This is George.
yes,
This is George, our
George, our
second guest.
second guest.
Yeah, he has a lot to say, but we told him to just
George, say hello to the camera.